Good afternoon, my name is Nuria and I'm going to explain the two activities that I have prepared for my students. I'm an economics teacher and I have a group which is formed by 20 students who are 15, 16 years old more or less. This kind of activities, to put in practice this kind of activities is quite interesting because we have to consider that this is the first contact that my students have with the subject, with economics. For this reason, I have changed the text which I selected in task 1.2. I have chosen this one. How does the US economy work? Because I think this is more suitable for the subject and for their age. This text is quite relevant because we have to study some new words and because we can compare the US economy with the Spanish economy. The purpose of this activity is, of both activities, is comprehend some new economic words like demand, export, inflation, etc. And that's the best process to study the subject. To begin with the activities, I would like to explain why gaming is one of the most powerful tools in education nowadays. When a student is learning while is having fun, he's not conscious of the work he is doing, but he's assimilating new concepts. So the learning becomes meaningful. For this reason, gaming is quite important for our students' progress. Another positive aspect is the great atmosphere that is generated in the class when my students have the same goal, for instance, winning the game. They help each other and they try to do their best. So therefore, the basis of my activities are games. Nowadays, some teachers continue teaching, making students copy or study some words or some definitions word by word, and I think that's wrong. When a student study a definition for an exam, when he finishes the exam, he forgets everything he has studied. Why? Because this student doesn't have any motivation to do this. So if this student realizes that it's possible to win the game comprehending a new term, the motivation that he needs is evident. My first activity is playing a Kahoot with all my students. It is necessary that each student has a tablet or a laptop, and in my computer I will project a pin code that they have to write on their screen through my computer with a link that I have written in final task 1. Then when everybody has signed up, we can start to play. All questions will be projected in the classroom projector, and when they think that an answer is correct, they have to press the button with the same color as the answer they see in the projector. At the end of each question, all my students can see who the winner is, and I think the best way should be that the teacher explain why the answer is correct. Otherwise, the purpose of the activity wouldn't be so useful. The winner will be that student who gets answer all the questions correctly and quickly. In order to improve the motivation for the activity, I can include a positive reinforcement as raising the mark of the unit of the student who wins the game. For me, for the teacher, can be a way of can be a criterion to assess if the purposes of the activity has been got or not. And this can be another way of seeing if there are any difficulties and if it is necessary to do more activities or not. The complication in this activity could be the impossibility of getting a laptop or a tablet for each student, so they can share one device, or we can go to the IT classroom. In my view, this activity is innovative because of the reasons I have explained before when I talked about gaming, and another advantage is the use we do of new technologies. Nowadays, teenagers are used to use these new technologies, but this is a different way of using this IT, and it can be positive for my students too. My second activity is the game Taboo, with some words that I have extract from the text. One student of each group, I have to divide the class in 2 or more groups, and one student of each group has to take one of these cards that I have prepared, okay, and they have to define the words that they have here. The challenge, the difficulty of this game is defining the word without saying the words that are here, which are forbidden. So, for example, if a student has to define inflation, he can say prices and go up. Each group has 30 seconds to guess the word, and if they guess that term, they score 1 point. The team who has the highest score wins the game. The benefits of this game are plentiful because of many reasons. The first one would be the definitions ability improves when they have to think in this word, but they can say some keywords, so they are forced to think in synonyms. Moreover, this game let the students to know if he has understood or not the meaning of the word. And it can be useful for me because I can see if the purposes have been got or not. Also, the student feels responsible because if he doesn't understand the word, his team may not win that round. So it's a way of feeling responsible of his group. And it's not only an activity for the person who is explaining the term. The partners who are listening to him must understand what idea he's trying to explain. The possible disadvantage that I can find in this game is the noisy atmosphere that we can create. So if the group is numerous, this can be difficult. and in my opinion that's innovative because they develop an autonomous ability. Thank you very much for listening to me.